What's up, fam? It's time to get some food ready for next week. So I'm gonna go in the refrigerator and see what I can find and get to cooking. I think I'll stuff some pork chops. Found these chicken breasts. I'm gonna stuff them with some shrimp. I think I'm gonna also add some crab meat. Put it in a green pepper cup and dice up some onions. Well, one thing I can count on in this house, leftover pot of rice, because Victoria always cooks too much rice. So we got a combination of things. I've got some crab cake stuffed pork chops, and then I'm also going to do a pepper stuffed pork chop. See which one comes out best. And this other tray is all crab cakes. So we'll see how it comes out. Well, hey fam, how's everybody doing? Hey, it's Sunday afternoon, and I'm over here at the storage place. I wanted to go to Bike Week last week, and I came over here Thursday, I think it was, to pick my bike up. And long story short, the bike wouldn't start. Boy, I'm telling you, I was some sort of disappointed. But there's a reason that the bike didn't start, because I come over here today and it fired up and just running it's just running so smooth, fam. I don't know if you can see it back there, but you see the bike right there. It started right up. It didn't even hesitate. I'm gonna let it idle for a good little while, and then because I had my battery, I killed the battery trying to start it the other day because it's been sitting so long. So I'm gonna just let it idle for quite some time, and then I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna let it idle for like 30 more minutes on its own battery and see if that makes a difference. But man, I can tell you this though, fam, we all have a schedule and we all have a plan. And sometimes I know God has another schedule. So my buddy Mike and I always say to ourselves, when something like this happens, there's a divine order and there's a reason that bike wouldn't start. Could have been that I was gonna go down the road and get in an accident and he was protecting me. I don't know. Maybe I was gonna go down there, run into a bunch of crazy drunk people and they were gonna start a fight. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna just take this in stride, fam. I'm not gonna be upset about it. I'm gonna take it in stride. I'm glad it's running now. It's purring, as you can hear. And hey, fam, I'm just gonna be glad that it started. I didn't have a lot to do because now I can get back on my bike and start enjoying it again, I think. Once I disconnect those cables, I'll know for sure. But right now, I'm feeling pretty good, fam. Here we go. Ain't this a trip? I came over here, it started right up. God had a reason for me not going down to Daytona, Monet. God had a reason. Sometimes we just gotta listen to God and respect his order. Here we go. Well, as soon as I disconnected the jumper cables, it cut right off, which means I definitely have a bad battery and maybe even a bad alternator, which makes no sense because I just changed the alternator not too long ago. But I'm on to it. Well, fam, as soon as I took the jumper cables off, because I had it hooked up to the truck, as soon as I took them off, the thing died. So that tells me one of two things. The alternator's bad or the battery's bad. And I don't have my, I have a meter, but the battery's dead. So I couldn't check it to see if I was, getting anything out the alternator. But that alternator, which is right inside of here, I replaced that alternator I think right at a year ago. So I've driven this bike no more than 100 miles on that alternator. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this battery and head on over to O'Reilly's and get a new one. I'm trying my best to be cheap, y'all, but this motorcycle weighs, oh Lordy, this motorcycle weighs somewhere close to 900 pounds. It's a big bike. It's a big old Goldwing. I love this bike. I'll always have one, and I don't want a newer one because the way that this thing rides is just unbelievable, and there's just nothing like it. So it's been sitting up for years, but now I'm starting to get this thing back together. I need what's called a idle control valve, but I got to tear all of this apart to get down to that because the engine, this is the engine right here. It's a laterally opposed 6-cylinder engine, and it's way down here. So I got to cut through all of this stuff, not cut, but get through all of that to get that idle control valve off. So I'll be on that here. Next, in the next, hopefully if I can get it home, I can tear it down. Last time I tore it down, I had two of my friends, Herman and Don from Houston, were with me, and boy, they knew exactly what to do. Take that bolt, take that screw. Man, I had it taken apart in no time at all. So, all right, fam, so I'm about to run over to O'Reilly's and get this other battery and bring it on back. Here we go. Well, good morning, fam. How's everybody doing this morning? Well, I'm back at the house. I went over there this morning to the truck, got everything set up, started it up, did my pre-trip. Well, I was in the process of doing my pre-trip, and I started the truck up, and I couldn't build air pressure. Actually, I could build air pressure, but it built very slow. And air pressure is not something you want to take a chance on. The other thing you don't want to take a chance on is breaking down somewhere out there on the road, and then you got to pay a $700-800 tow bill. So I am waiting on Seals Diesel to open. I talked to him about going in Friday for my oil change and all that good stuff right there. So I'm going to just try to get it over there this morning, get this valve. He thinks it's oh shucks, I forgot what he called the valve, but he thinks that's what it is. It's an easy fix. I'll get that done, see if I can build air pressure, go on and do this delivery that I have on the trailer now, and just make sure I'm back Friday to get in the shop so that he can take care of it. Hope each and every one of you had a great weekend. I didn't cook anything this weekend, fam. I just took it easy. So I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. Take care. Here we go. Well, fam, I'm over at Seals Diesel. I'm dropping the truck off, but I can't find Randy, who works on the truck. Boy, you let him out your sight, he's gone. Busy man, but he knows what he's doing, so I don't really have a problem with it. My truck's been running for a good 10 minutes. Hasn't built up hardly any air pressure, but that's the problem. That's why it's over here. So, okay, I gotta go find Randy. And then I got Lisa coming to pick me up. and then I'll be heading on. Here we go, fam. Well, good morning, fam. It is Tuesday morning. I'm over here at the yard. Hear that? Hear that hissing noise, fam? That is proof that my air system is now repaired. There was a leak in a line up under the truck. It was a common problem. I could have fixed it myself, but I'm getting lazy, fam. It was a couple $100. Randy did a great job, as usual, down at Seals Diesel of getting that repaired for me. So I'm here back at the yard, and as you can see, the truck and trailer are not connected. Listen at that. That's just music to my ears, fam. And what that means is that the compressor is building up pressure to a certain point, and it's cutting off, but it's letting off that excess pressure, which wasn't even happening in the past. So anyway, fam, I'm getting ready to hook up the truck to the trailer and then get on down the road. I'll check in with you guys and show you the route here in just a second. I'm a day late, so I got to make it up for the rest of the week, fam. Here we go. Isn't that beautiful? I had to get the kingpin lock off. People are known for stealing trailers, so it's always important that you put your kingpin lock on. And get a good one, fam. Don't get those cheap ones. Okay, fam, well, I've checked my kingpin lock, made sure it's around the kingpin. So now I'm gonna pull the truck on out, put Blackie back in the hole, and get on down the road, fam. Here we go. Well, fam, I'm about to get out here and head on down the road. Garmin is acting up this morning. Sometimes it goes into this reboot thing, which is what it's doing right now, so I can't show you the route, but it's about 190 miles down 95 through Orlando and then on over to I think it's Highway 508 to get down to Auburndale. It's going to be an uneventful ride. Probably hit a little traffic in Orlando as per normal. And that's it. It's a nice, brisk, I think it's 49 degrees out here. So for Jacksonville, this is the end of our winter. It'll get hot and stay hot until October or November or something like that. So one of the benefits of being in Florida. So just a nice crisp morning. I'm grateful that the truck is repaired and that I can kind of drive without worrying about it. Got a little less than a quarter tank of fuel, and I think I'm going to go ahead and stop at the TA south of Jacksonville. Go ahead and fill up because I have enough to get down to where I'm going, but I don't have enough to get back out to where the next station is. So I'm going to just go ahead and fill up when I get to the TA south of Jacksonville. It's about 25-30 miles down the road. So I hope each and every one of you had a good Monday. I did, just dealing with the truck, but fam, things happen. We just get through them. We go to them so we can get through them. We don't go to them so we can be stumped or stumbled. It's our nature to overcome obstacles, and that's just what we do. You do it, I do it. This is how we roll. So anyway, so I'm gonna jump over here on I-10, sit in a little traffic. Maybe I'll see some old vintage cars in that traffic, and then head on down south. Here we go, fam. Okay, fam, got this load untarped, strapped up. I got to go over back to the front to get it unloaded. So I'm about to scoot around here and go get this unloaded and then start heading up to Dudley, Georgia. Here we go, fam. fam, I've been in here before, but man, I have never seen this place this empty. Usually you have to wait and squeeze your way in, and so, hey, I'm pretty happy with this today. I think I'm the only truck here, which this is a first. This is a first. So I'm gonna go on around back and get this thing unloaded.
Act like a street performer, yeah. Can't see what's around the corner. Life's a mystery that you need to ponder. Gotta live what you believe.
All right, fam, well, that load is ready. All I gotta do is wait on the guy to come around and get me unloaded. So I'm gonna go in here and do some editing prep, and maybe I can catch him unloading some of this freight. But it's a beautiful day out here, fam, I can tell you that much. I guess everybody's on lunch, because man, it's never been this quiet down here. It's almost scary. All right, fam, here we go.
Plastic sack bid it farewell, and as he stepped out the stairwell, his stare fell on the bus, his hat had a 5 in it. Strange world, both of them just trying to survive in it. One man's treasure is another man's sickness. Drop the scratch tickets in the hat and his spirits lifted. That's when the sax man picked the tickets up and started scratching. I know you want to know what happened, but shut up. Can't see what's around the corner. Life's a mystery that you need to honor. Keep that fear in check or you'll be a goner.
I'm done. About to squeeze my way out of here and get on down the road. Here we go, fam.
That you need to ponder. Gotta live what you believe and do what you wanna. Gotta give to receive like a street performer. It was one of them days around the corner. The sun blazed like a sauna. He saw the sun rays shine on her like limelight. He started killing it like cyanide. She's feeling it, the vibe's right. Tight connection like they psychic, so why fight it? The moment's golden, souls and minds united. Then it's broken and she's walking past, but his eyes open, scoping the phone number she dropped in the hat. Now how about that? It's all in the game. Switch from cannonball to train. It was calling his name. Small change jingled. Then a man dropped singles. He kept blowing, hoping the cash is stacked like a can of Pringles. Then around the corner ran a street kid, grabbed a fat handful from the hat, then the thief split. No secret, that's a stone cold bummer, but he only wondered if he still had that phone.
Well, hey fam, I'm up here in Lake City. I stopped at the TA so I can run in here. They have some real good food in here. Now fam, I'm really not hungry, but see, I got a phone call from the Flying Chicken Association, and they said that I needed to stop and check on the quality of the wings from the Flying Chicken Association. Well, look at this truck right here, y'all. That's old school right there. So I'm gonna stop in here and try these wangs, and then I'm gonna get on down the road, fam. Here we go. Well, good morning, fam. It's Wednesday morning, and I'm over here in Georgia. Not sure what town I'm in. I'm at a rest area about mile marker 83. And spent the night here last night, getting ready to head over to Dudley. And after I leave Dudley, I'm headed to Rockledge, Florida, down south of Daytona. So got in a pretty good night's rest last night. Hope you guys did too. Sorry about the lights, fam. Boy, there's lights everywhere out here. But just doing my final walk around and about to head on down the road, fam. So about a 450-mile day, but I'm doing a gamble. I don't know if I'll get unloaded when I get down there. So anyway, I'll check in with you guys here in just a little bit. All right, fam, so I'm about 50 miles away from where I'm picking up in Dudley. So I'm a little less than an hour away. I ought to get over there around 7 o'clock, which is when I wanted to get there. After that, I'll head on down to Rockledge, Florida, which is about 490 miles down the road. About 7 hours out. Pretty straightforward route. I'm headed up to where is it? Dudley. You see those two orange flags? I forgot to take the Hawkinsville flag out. That's where I was gonna spend the night last night, but man, I just got tired. Shut it down a little bit early. Then I'll pass through there, go on up to Dudley, across to Savannah, and then all the way down to Rockledge. Which is, as you can see, straight east of Orlando. In great shape on hours. I'm actually in better shape. That 47 on the cycle is actually about 57. Forgot to log out when I put the truck in the shop. So doing real good on hours, but I am behind on my routes today, this week, fam. So I gotta hustle. made it up here to Dudley. Oh man, first 72 miles knocked down. So I'm gonna go over here and check in. I see 2 trucks, which means there's probably 2 in the back. So I'm number 5, and should be out of here pretty quick. I don't see any forklifts moving yet, but I'm sure they are. It's almost 7:45. So I'm gonna go on and check in, and I'll check in with you guys here in just a little bit. Hey fam, well, I got that load strapped down. I'm gonna tarp it right up here if no one's in the tarping bay. If not, I'm gonna go down the street and cheat. Well, I say cheat, it's only like half a mile down the road. I'll go down there and get it tarped. But before I do that, I'm gonna jump across the scale. This load, I'm pretty sure, is all right. It's only 40 feet long. Nobody's tarping. Man, you know, sometimes, fam, you gotta obey the rules. Most people, not most, but I would say 50% of the drivers leave out of here. They're supposed to tarp the loads. They check off that they tarp the loads, and then they leave. That's an integrity component, fam. And we gotta walk and talk and live with integrity. So, you know, if you say you're going to do something, fam, or you're paid to do something, you gotta do a better job when the boss isn't looking than when the boss is looking. You know, responsibility is something we should all take pretty serious. And it just irritates me how, you know, I come out here, I try to do the right thing, fam. Trust me, I make more mistakes than the average person. But it's frustrating because people aren't held accountable. We have to do what's right. When no one's looking, we have to do what's right. That's the most important time, fam, is that when no one's looking, that's when you have to do the right thing, fam. You know, you can't just, it's gonna catch up to you. And mechanically speaking, the way it would catch up to me is I'd get caught in a rainstorm or something. So hold on, fam, I'm gonna get out and check this weight right quick. Why I said I was gonna get out. The thing is right there, 76,780. But I gotta check my rear end to make sure it's at or below 34,000. If it's over the 34,000, then I have to go ahead and slide the axle. And that's an area that I cheat in. Sometimes I go back roads where there's no scale. So I'm just as guilty, fam. Hold on 1 second. All right, so my back axle's 34,960 pounds. So I'm over 1,000 pounds basically. So I gotta slide the axles. I could go back roads and not get caught, but I'm gonna go ahead and slide them because I'm gonna go down the interstate. But I'm supposed to do it anyway, fam. That's those silent opportunities where you can just exercise some integrity, fam. So, you know, I guess what I'm saying to you and to me, we just gotta do the right thing, fam. We gotta do the right thing when no one's looking. The moral of the story is that's when you wanna do the right thing. So I'm gonna jump out of here and tarp this load, slide these axles, and head on down to Florida. Here we go, fam. Well, fam, I decided I'm gonna go down the street about a quarter mile. There's an area where I can pull over down there, and I'm gonna tarp down there. They want you to tarp here on site, but I'm just going right down the road. There's very few clouds in the sky, so the chances of it raining between here and there are pretty slim. So I'm just gonna go tarp down there. I don't know what's going on in Florida. It's supposed to be a pretty nice day, but I don't like taking those risks when it comes to, you know, getting my lumber wet. So, all right, catch up with y'all in a little bit. All right, fam, well, I got the tarps on. I got this, the driver's side done. So now what I'm gonna do is just go around to the other side. No need me filming that. I'll get that done. And fam, I'm actually embarrassed to say it, but I got a tire on my trailer that is horrible. And I guess the flat part was always down, or I just didn't see it. But anyway, I'm gonna get that changed. It's gonna set me back again, but safety's gotta come first, fam. Here we go. Well, fam, I'm at the TA on, I'm probably about 40 miles out of Savannah. I'm gonna see if they can get the tire done here. And if not, I'll keep going. There's two more Loves than a TA. There's plenty of truck stops. So I'm just gonna keep moving and see which one can get me in. This one has no trucks in the bay, but neither did the last one. Let's see what happens. What's going on, fam? Well, I just got back to the I got back to the yard. It's Wednesday afternoon. This is a bad week, fam. So I think I talked a little bit earlier about how I had to replace the tire. The tire wasn't flat. It was just, it was wearing really weird. And the guy at the place said it was because of, it's hopping. He says, you got a bad shock absorber. I'm like, I don't have a shock absorber. I have airbags. So, and maybe there's shocks on there that I don't know about. But anyway, so got that replaced. Of course, you know I had the airlines on Monday, so I spent a day and a half on repairs. But I've also gone weeks and weeks and weeks without any repairs. So, and thank goodness these are not real expensive repairs. So stuff that just needs to be done. I got to get an inspection done on Monday. Well, this Friday, I'm sorry. And I don't know how I'm going to pull that off because I'll probably have a load on the truck. But the other thing, fam, I'll show you guys right quick, is I got to start replacing, ooh, shucks, sorry. I got to start replacing these super singles. Check this out, fam. I mean, look at that tread on that tire. See how it's all chewed up in certain spots? It's just really chewed up over here. And I found out there's a rear end alignment that I could do. That one right there is in a lot better shape. So I got to start replacing those tires on the truck. Now that tire, the first one I showed you, that's the oldest tire on this truck. And that's like 2 years old now. So those tires are like $700 a pop, but you get a lot of miles out of them. So I don't even know how many miles that is. A couple 100,000. Yeah, close to 200,000 miles on that tire. So fam, I'm about getting ready to go to the house, and I took a shower up there at the truck stop, so I don't have to do that. But I'm gonna head to the house and get out here and get down to south of Daytona, Rockledge, Florida. That's where I'm delivering tomorrow, and then I gotta hump it back to Georgia 2 more times to get back on track this week. So we'll see what happens, fam. Take care. Well, good morning, fam. It's Thursday morning over here at the yard. Getting ready to head down to Rockledge, Florida. Fam, this is just a bad week. I can't even put it any other way. I had to fix a tire. I think I might have told y'all that I was at the TA. I had to fix that tire. Got the tire fixed, so I'll get this load off. I'll be down there about 9 o'clock. And then after that, well, I got to hustle to get another load, really 2 more loads in for the balance of the week. It just happens this way sometimes, but that means I got to get out next week and really try to make up for some things, get 4 loads in next week. So it's a beautiful morning, probably about 55, 60 degrees out here, I'm guessing. Nice little chill in the air. And I've got this load back here that I got to get off down there in Rockledge. I'm about 76,000 pounds. I found out yesterday that my Kingpin permit is expired, which all that means is that my rear axles, see how they're side by side right there? It just means that I have to get another permit to have those axles split in the state of Florida. Only in the state of Florida. Stupidest thing in the world, but it is what it is. We got to follow the rules, fam. We also got to remember that rules are there for the masses, not just for me, Papa G. They're there for the masses because a lot of people don't believe in following rules, yet the standards of a thing have to be maintained. The standards of a thing are for the good of all of us. Boy, I tell you what, they can sure irritate the stew beef out of me sometimes. So I'm gonna go ahead and call Tia, the world's greatest dispatcher, and get that thing, that kingpin permit, and get it in here. So hope each and every one of you had a great night's sleep. I know you're gonna have a good day because you said so, and I will talk to you guys in a little while. Take care, fam. Heading down I-10. I was just thinking, I had somebody ask me the other day, how do you sit in that truck and drive the thousands of miles that you drive to get to where you're trying to go? Doesn't it drive you crazy? And I had, do you not hear me talking? Rude? Anyway, I'm gonna get that lady under control one of these days, fam, I promise. But anyway, they asked me, how do you get out there and just drive thousands of miles and not go crazy? Well, here's the thing, I thought about it. I never think of it like that, fam. When I get out here, like right now, my reward or my stopping place is the exit 305. There's a Flying J. So I'm thinking it's Thursday, which is almost Friday. I can stop in there and get my cinnamon roll. They got a cinnamon place in there. Or there's a brand new Love's there. I can stop and get my thing of iced tea. Well, I can't anymore because I got my iced tea. But when you think of goals that you have, fam, don't think of the whole goal. At least I don't. I think of the process or the increments that I have to go through to get to that goal. And then you got these little small victories along the way versus just work, one big victory. You got little victory, little victory, little victory, little accomplishment, little accomplishment, little accomplishment. Then you got the prize. I think if we look at our lives that way, probably help us out a little bit. Don't think of all the stuff that you need to do. Think of 2 or 3 things you need to get done today, or maybe 2 or 3 things that you need to get done this week. And fam, if you focus on that, it's so much more achievable and it's so much more fulfilling and rewarding than just saying, man, I gotta go out here and I gotta do this whole yard. Or like, say you're putting sod down. I don't know where that came from. I gotta put 10 rolls of sod down, then I get a drink of water. Give yourself little rewards. Stay focused, fam. Don't stop. You gotta keep going, but don't try to do everything at once. And that's how I tackle the road. I don't think about, well, today I've got 160 miles to go to Rockledge, Florida. I can stop at the 305, or I can stop in Ormond Beach, Florida, right there north of Daytona, or I can stop at the 223, which is right south of Daytona. So I try to stop every 2 hours and get out and walk around, fam. So what are your 2 hours? What are your increments? What are your small goals along the way? Think about it, fam. It helps you out a whole bunch. I know it helps me. Here we go. Well, hey, fam, made it down to Rockledge. I'm about 160 miles down the road and about 3-4 miles from the customer. Man, it has warmed up 25 degrees from the time that I left Jacksonville. It's hot right now, so I got to get out of this little hoodie and before I take this tarp off, get ready to bust a sweat. But hey, it is what it is, fam. I will catch up with you guys here in just a little bit, fam. Here we go. What's up, fam? Well, I'm up here in Baxley. I think this is my home away from home. You can see that load behind me with those bags on it. Well, they have a situation here. They're shorthanded. These guys out here are busting their butts. There's 3 of them. Usually there's like 6. To get this done, they had 2 bag loads in a row. You can see them back over here under the shed where I was tarping them. I'm not where we usually tarp. They're trying to get that stuff done, fam. It irritates me that all these drivers are sitting in their trucks doing nothing. And the amount of time that we waste for them to get loaded is time off our clocks. Not to mention, it's Thursday. Come on, let's get this done so we can get to Friday and go home. So, fam, take initiative. Always be willing to help somebody. Take initiative. And don't just sit back and go, that's not my job. Your job is to get the freight moved, or whatever line of work you're in. It never hurts to help somebody else, fam. It never hurts. So anyway, there's no more bags to do. All I can do now is wait on them to get the 2 trucks ahead of me, and then I can skedaddle on out of here. So have a good evening, fam. We'll talk soon. Well, good morning, fam, and how's everybody doing? It's Friday morning. I'm at a rest area right on the Georgia-Florida border on the I-95, and I'm getting ready to head down to Auburndale, about 215 miles down and probably about 180 back up if I'm able to come through Orlando. It just depends on how the roads look. Running a little bit slow this morning, but I got all day. I should be done. 6.5 hours of driving at 7 o'clock, so I should be back in Jacksonville 3-4 o'clock. Decent time. I got to take the truck down to Randy and get the inspections and all that crap done. So, but I hope each and every one of you had a good night. I'm going to get this ball rolling and get on down the road, fam. Here we go. Well, hey fam, I'm back at the yard. It's Friday afternoon. I went over to Seals Diesel just to get the DOT inspections done on the truck. So I got 2 new DOT inspections, and well, not 2, but 1 on the truck and 1 on the trailer. I'll go back next week, get oil change and all that good stuff. You know, oil change on this book is $500. Oh, I shudder every time I have to do it. But I'm approaching 1 million miles on the truck, so you got to get these things taken care of, fam. But that's going to be it for this week, fam. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me this week. Kind of a short week because I didn't get a lot of running in because I had all these issues with the truck. Well, they weren't issues, just things I needed to get done. So I do want to again say I appreciate you guys hanging in there and watching these, watching the videos. Thank you so much for that. I'd love it if you gave me a like. It does something to those algorithms, helps me out some kind of way. Like the video. If there's something you want to see different, fam, just give me a thumbs up. Not a thumbs up, a comment right down below. Just leave a comment. And most importantly, fam, man, subscribe to the channel. It helps all of us out. Helps the channel grow. I don't even know why I want it to grow, but I just, you know, you start something, I want to reach people, I want feedback and just positive messages for all of us. We got enough foolishness going on in the world today. Let's just make work, life positive. Thank you so much for watching, fam, and I'll see you guys next week. Here we go, fam.